Nah, fuck you. I don't do last minute invites, you know?
I will never read every book. I will never listen to every song. I won't step foot in every city, but I will live 1,000,000 lives.
What is up, you guys? Today I wanted to talk about experiences. Just living life. Which is weird because I feel like I've really been locking in on my writing lately. 'Cause I kind of want to be a writer. I like entering my own mind and just exploring. So I haven't really been posting on YouTube lately. I'd like to apologize. I know it doesn't take that long to post these videos, but for some reason I've just been stopping myself from doing that. But I really want to be a writer. I love talking to myself, talking in the shower while I'm driving, just that internal monologue. Just awesome. Just these stories and ideas I have. And it's kind of just for the love of the game. If I write a book and no one ever read it, at least I'd got to experience that story in that world, my own little Harry Potter, I guess. But I just wanted to talk about this weird balance I'm kind of been struggling with. Because there's the idea of, actually living and experiencing things. And I think that's what makes a good writer to some degree. Someone who goes out and does stuff and has so much knowledge. Like Anthony Bourdain was a good writer because he lived such a crazy life and did so many different things. Stephen King did so many drugs that his mind just was out there. And I'm sure there's other examples of like all the best writers had the best experiences. So it's weird, like I've been skipping and going out with my friends, like they go out and drink and stuff, and I'm like, I just haven't been going lately. It just doesn't sound appealing to me anymore. It used to be like, hell yeah, let's go get drunk. But now it's just like, I don't want to go. My nose is going to be stuffier than it already is. I'm not going to sleep well. But it's like, how do I balance missing out with also being a writer? Because I feel like my experiences make me good at writing, because I feel like when I go out, like, stuff always happens, in a good way or a bad, but stuff happens, and that's how I am able to write, because I've experienced things. And, it's weird. It's kind of not really a struggle, because, like, I used to struggle with FOMO. I used to get FOMO all the time, I'd always tell my friends, oh, where's my invite? And then when they did invite me, I'd be like, nah, fuck you. I don't do last minute invites. Which I still stand by a little bit. Like, if you invite me last minute, fuck you, I'm not going. If you didn't think about me from the start, don't think about me at all. But I guess where I'm trying to go, usually I talk on here and I have some weird philosophical answer to some weird philosophical thing no one else has thought of in a while. But for this one, I don't really know what the answer is. There's a balance, and I don't know it. I think it's different for everyone. Like right now, I feel fine if my FOMO is not going out and drinking. Like I could care less. Like I can listen to better music at home on my TV while I'm writing. So that's not where I get FOMO. Well, I guess this is a good example. So yesterday, I didn't go to the gym. Super sore from doing legs day. I was doing the sus machines. But afterwards, like a friend came over, and I didn't really plan on hanging out with him, but I did. We played catch in the backyard. That was fun. I haven't played catch since I was like 12 with a baseball, not football. That's what we played catch with. And I feel like that was a good experience. But I should have been writing during that time, but I was living instead, which is good. And then later that night, they all went out drinking, and I dropped them off at the bar, and I went home, which is like, okay, that's as much as I'll experience. And I got to write a little bit. Definitely not as much as I wanted to. So just going off of that, I feel like there's a push and pull and there's a balance. And I think your body and mind will know when it's a yes and when it's a no for you. Like me personally, like I'm not drinking right now. I told myself when I go to Europe, I'll drink again. But I don't even really want to drink. I will say though, yesterday it was like 70 degrees. Sun was out. My shirt was off. We were in the backyard playing catch. An ice cold beer sounded really good. I'm not going to lie. But hey, I didn't do it. I stayed strong. But with that, where was I going with that? Oh, Europe. Like, I tell myself I'm not going to drink till I go to Europe. And don't get me wrong, when I'm in Ireland and I sip on that Guinness, oof, it's going to feel good. But outside of that, I don't really want to drink. I don't really want to do drugs or anything. Maybe some psychedelics one of these days. Maybe get my mind going. But outside of that, I've kind of lost all appeal for it. I don't know what happened to me. Maybe I'm washed. Maybe I'm old now. Maybe my YouTube is making me too philosophical. But yeah, I'm just kind of over it. I guess this begs the question for you, the listener. How do you balance life? I think a lot of us try to balance like a work personal life. And I guess that's how it is for me now, because I want to be a writer as a profession, so I got to treat it that way. So how do I balance writing as a job and a passion, and also living a life outside of that? I guess, obviously just write for 8 hours and then go do everything else. But man, writing for 8 hours, that's a long time. I don't know if I can lock in that long, to be honest, with my attention span nowadays. Low-key cooked on that end. And don't get me wrong, if I spent 8 hours writing, that's 8 hours well spent. Like, I would enjoy that just fine. But where is the balance between me saying no, I need to experience, and yes, I should experience? And I think it's a fluid answer. I think it changes day by day, event by event. There's not always going to be a clear-cut answer on when I should be doing what. I think that's life. It's not always going to be there for you, the answers. We have to go find them. And sometimes you have the wrong answer. Sometimes you go out and you didn't want to. Oh, and your body knows. That's another thing, 100%. I remember one time I went out and I just felt like shit in the Uber ride there. And then I went out and had a miserable time. I was super healthy. Nothing was wrong with me. My body was just telling me, shouldn't go out tonight, buddy. And then you know what? I should have listened. That's what I feel like it is more than anything now. It's the body, it's the mind, it's the body and the soul. It always knows what's right and it knows what you need. And it will find its way to tell you one way or another. So with that, guys, go out and create. Go be balanced in everything. Find your balance. Everyone's equilibrium is different. So go live a million lives, guys. Peace.